Communication infrastructure refers to the physical, technological, and institutional systems that facilitate the transmission of voice, data, images, and digital information across geographical locations. It includes mobile networks, broadband services, optical fiber cables, satellite communication systems, submarine cables, postal networks, data centers, telecom towers, and digital communication platforms. Communication infrastructure in India. India has over 1.2 billion telephone connections, making it one of the largest telecom markets in the world. The country hosts over 100 crore internet subscribers and nearly 98 crore broadband subscribers, making it the world's second largest internet ecosystem. India has achieved one of the world's fastest 5G rollouts, with services covering almost all districts within a short period of launch. More than 42 lakh route kilometers of optical fiber cable, OFC, have been laid across the country to support high-speed connectivity. Rural broadband connectivity has expanded significantly through programs such as BharatNet. India offers some of the world's lowest mobile data tariffs, helping accelerate digital inclusion. The country possesses the world's largest postal network with nearly 1.65 lakh post offices, the majority located in rural areas. Major components of communication infrastructure. Mobile communication network. Mobile networks constitute the primary mode of communication in India and serve as the foundation of digital connectivity. India has over 1.2 billion mobile subscribers, making mobile communication the most widely used communication medium. Private operators such as Jio, Airtel, and Vodafone Idea dominate the telecom market, while BSNL and MTNL provide public sector services. Rapid deployment of 4G and 5G networks has improved internet accessibility, digital payments, online education, and e-governance services. The expansion of telecom towers and base transceiver stations, BTS, has significantly enhanced network coverage across urban and rural areas. Optical fiber network. Optical fiber networks form the backbone of high-speed digital communication by carrying large volumes of data with minimal latency. India has developed an extensive optical fiber network spanning several lakh route kilometers, supporting broadband expansion, 5G services, and Digital India initiatives. Fiber connectivity is essential for supporting 5G networks, broadband services, smart cities, and digital governance platforms. BharatNet has significantly expanded optical fiber connectivity to rural areas and gram panchayats. Broadband infrastructure. Broadband connectivity enables access to high-speed internet services required for economic and social development. Wireless broadband dominates India's internet ecosystem due to extensive mobile network coverage. Fiber to the home, FTTH, services are expanding gradually but remain relatively limited compared to wireless broadband. Broadband connectivity supports e-commerce, telemedicine, online education, cloud computing, and digital entrepreneurship. Submarine cable infrastructure. Submarine cables are undersea fiber optic networks that carry international internet traffic between countries and continents. More than 95% of global internet traffic is transmitted through submarine cable systems. India relies heavily on submarine cables for international digital connectivity and data exchange. New systems such as India-Asia Express, IAX, and India-Europe Express, IEX, have significantly enhanced India's global connectivity. Submarine cables are critical for digital trade, cloud services, international communications, and data center operations. Satellite communication. Satcom satellite communication provides connectivity in remote, mountainous, desert, island, and border regions where terrestrial networks are difficult to establish. Satellite internet services are emerging as an important solution for last-mile connectivity. Satellite communication enhances disaster management, maritime communication, defense operations, and rural broadband access. Recent policy developments have encouraged participation by both domestic and international satellite communication providers. Postal infrastructure. Postal infrastructure remains an important component of communication and service delivery. particularly in rural India. India Post operates the world's largest postal network. Post offices increasingly serve as centers for banking, digital services, e-commerce, logistics, and financial inclusion. India Post Payments Bank has expanded the role of postal infrastructure in the digital economy. Importance of communication infrastructure. In India, communication infrastructure has become a key enabler of economic growth, digital governance, financial inclusion, education, healthcare, and national security. Promotes economic growth, facilitates e-commerce, digital trade, and business operations. Example, growth of platforms like Amazon, Flipkart, and ONDC has been enabled by widespread internet connectivity. Strengthens governance, improves delivery of public services through digital platforms. Example, DigiLocker, Umang, and eCourts provide services online, reducing time and costs. Facilitates financial inclusion, enables digital payments and banking services in remote areas. Example, UPI process billions of transactions monthly, transforming India's payment ecosystem. Improves education access, provides access to online learning resources and virtual classrooms. Example, Swayam, Diksha, and PMEVIDYA expanded educational access during and after the COVID-19 pandemic. Enhances healthcare delivery, supports telemedicine and digital health services. Example, eSanjeevani has enabled millions of teleconsultations across the country. Bridges the digital divide, connects rural and remote regions to the digital economy. Example, BharatNet is providing broadband connectivity to Gram Panchayats. Boosts employment and innovation, creates opportunities in IT, startups, and digital services. Example, growth of India's startup ecosystem, including companies like Infosys and TCS, has been supported by robust digital infrastructure. Strengthens disaster management, enables timely dissemination of warnings and emergency communication. Example, mobile alerts issued during cyclones such as Cyclone Fani help reduce casualties through early evacuation. Enhances national security, supports secure communication and surveillance capabilities. Example, high-speed communication networks improve coordination among armed forces along border regions. Supports Digital India and Viksit Bharat, acts as the foundation for digital governance and technology-led development. Example, expansion of 5G services is supporting smart cities, Industry 4.0, and emerging technologies such as AI and IoT. Government initiatives. To strengthen digital connectivity, bridge the digital divide, and build a robust communication ecosystem, the Government of India has launched several initiatives aimed at expanding broadband access, modernizing telecom infrastructure, promoting indigenous technology, and preparing for next-generation communication networks. Digital India Mission seeks to transform India into a digitally empowered society and knowledge economy through universal digital access and e-governance. BharatNet Project, the world's largest rural broadband connectivity program aimed at connecting all Gram Panchayats through optical fiber networks. BharatNet Phase 3 focuses on strengthening last-mile connectivity and improving service utilization. National Broadband Mission, NBM 2.0, launched to accelerate digital infrastructure expansion and improve broadband penetration across the country. Emphasizes fiber deployment, tower infrastructure, and streamlined right-of-way approvals. Telecommunications Act, 2023, replaces colonial-era telecom laws and provides a modern regulatory framework for telecommunications and satellite communication services. Enables administrative spectrum assignment for satellite communication services and strengthens national security provisions. PMWANI scheme promotes public Wi-Fi hotspots across the country to expand affordable internet access. Production-linked incentive (PLI) scheme encourages domestic manufacturing of telecom equipment and promotes self-reliance in communication technologies. India 6G mission aims to position India among global leaders in next-generation communication technologies by 2030. Communication infrastructure in India challenges. Despite significant progress in digital connectivity, India continues to face several structural, technological, and regulatory challenges in developing a robust and inclusive communication infrastructure. Last mile connectivity gap. Extending reliable high-speed internet services to remote villages, hilly regions, islands, and sparsely populated areas remains difficult. Rural-urban digital divide. Rural areas continue to lag behind urban centers in internet penetration, network quality, and digital service usage. Example: urban broadband penetration is significantly higher than rural broadband penetration. Limited wireline broadband penetration. India remains heavily dependent on wireless internet, while fiber-based household broadband coverage is relatively low. Submarine cable vulnerability. Heavy dependence on a few undersea cable routes creates risks to international internet connectivity. Example: Red Sea submarine cable disruptions affected internet traffic and network quality across several countries, including India. Financial stress in telecom sector. High spectrum costs, AGR liabilities, and network expansion expenses affect the financial health of telecom operators. Right-of-way, ROW, issues. Delays in obtaining permissions for laying optical fiber cables increase project costs and slow network expansion. Example: fiber deployment projects often face administrative delays across states and urban local bodies. Dependence on imported telecom equipment. India relies substantially on foreign firms for advanced telecom network equipment. Example: a significant share of telecom infrastructure equipment is sourced from companies such as Ericsson and Nokia. Cybersecurity threats. Expansion of digital networks increases vulnerability to cyber attacks, data breaches, and critical infrastructure disruptions. Example: rising incidents of ransomware attacks and data leaks highlight cybersecurity concerns. Digital literacy deficit. Limited digital skills and awareness restrict the effective utilization of communication infrastructure. Example: many rural users face difficulties accessing online government and financial services. Satellite communication regulatory challenges. Issues relating to spectrum allocation, security clearances, and regulatory certainty affect the growth of satellite broadband services. Rapid technological obsolescence. Fast-changing communication technologies require continuous investment and infrastructure upgrades. Example: the transition from 4G to 5G and future 6G technologies demands significant capital expenditure. Affordability and device accessibility. Although data is inexpensive, access to smartphones, computers, and digital devices remains uneven. Way forward. Accelerate BharatNet Phase 3 to achieve universal high-speed broadband connectivity. Strengthen last-mile connectivity in rural, remote, hilly, and border areas. Promote indigenous telecom manufacturing under Atmanirbhar Bharat. Expand optical fiber and wireline broadband infrastructure across the country. Enhance cybersecurity and network resilience to protect critical communication systems. Diversify submarine cable infrastructure and establish additional cable landing stations. Develop a clear SATCOM framework to expand satellite-based internet services. Invest in 6G, AI, and quantum communication technologies to prepare for future connectivity needs.